Hi, Shelby Joe Long here, your resident communication expert, here to give you some quick communication tips on how to improve your leadership and how to improve your communication culture within your business to just make it a better place to work, make you more productive, and to, make you want to come to work every day. One thing I'm going to talk about today is how, in my many, many years of teaching public speaking, small group communication, working with businesses and their business culture, there are some key things about communication that can really help you emerge as a leader in your business and in your space and in your home and in your community. And that's adapting to the situation. Thinking about situational leadership and the needs of each situation and what qualities are needed by that you might obtain in that situation can help make your leadership more distinct and make you stand out as a leader, and also to help you adapt to the situation. Again, this goes back to having a key understanding of where your strengths and your weaknesses are as a leader and as a person and as a communicator. Maybe you have strengths in some areas, but weak in other areas. There are ways to fill that gap or to compensate for that in your own leadership skills. But what really matters is what is on the other side of that. What matters is your audience. And where is your audience in this communication? If your audience is stressed and they don't have any direction and they don't know what to do, then your communication might not resonate with them in the way that you would like them to as a leader. So take a quick assessment as a leader, take a quick assessment of where your audience is and what their needs are. And that's a way that you can really start to emerge as a leader, because you have an understanding of what your audience needs before you actually get into the communication. It's another thing to think about is just that and think about ways that we can adapt our communication and ways we can adapt our leadership skills to our audience. We'll talk about a couple of tips, but that's really key, is being able to adapt as a leader, being able to shift and move and not be so stoic every time, and to adapt to the needs of the audience and adapt to your surroundings. Here's a couple of ways that you can do that in your business. First of all, have a clear understanding of who your audience is, who you're speaking to, what are their needs, what things might they need from their business to be able to perform the best that they can. The second thing to think about is the environment that you're in. What are the needs of the environment, the communication environment that you're in? What are the needs and how can you adapt to those needs? We all experienced that a few years ago when we had the COVID shutdown, and we had to adapt our communication and adapt the ways that our businesses actually ran because of the COVID shutdown. Whether you agree with it or not, it forced us to adapt, and the companies that made it through that environmental challenge are the companies that emerged as leaders that could adapt in this ever-changing industry. So you got to think about your audience, you got to think about your environment, and you also have to, the third thing you have to think about are how do your daily goals resonate with the overall vision and the overall goal of the company? Because that changes. That changes with the environment that you're in. It changes with the economy that you're in. It changes with the legislation that's passed. It changes with employees that have to stay home with their family. Whatever that is, you have to think about how to be nimble and how to move and shift and be flexible in your goals to the situation. So situational leadership is really, as we think about emerging as leaders over the past couple of years, nothing has been more evident about our good leaders that emerge are those that are able to adapt their communication to their situation and to their audience. So think about some adaptations that you can make in your business to better resonate with your business owners, other business owners, and other business operators. It'll make a difference in your business. I'll see you next time with a communication tip to help give you something to think about in your business so you can make some changes. See you next time.